People have called you the real Tony Stark. Are you sincerely trying to save the world?
Well, I'm trying to do good things, yeah. I mean, saving the world is not I mean...
That's what we're going to be able to do when I was
Right.
reading all those 50s science fiction books as a kid.
That's what they should do, absolutely. Yeah.
So why is that so important?
Well, the main reason it's important is that we want to achieve full and rapid reusability with rockets. So the way rockets work today is that they're single use. And you can imagine that if you had an aircraft or a car that was single use, well, not many people would use it because it would be too expensive. Mm-hmm. So we need to make the rockets rapidly and completely reusable such that you just need to reload propellant.
Because you can't go there and build another rocket. You got to go land, suck some hydrogen out of the water in the soil, and pack it back in, and off you go.
Yes. Actually, you could conceivably go to Mars with an expendable system, but you would only be able to send a few people, maybe on one or two missions, and in order to actually establish a Mars base, that's where the reusability is critical. Otherwise, it's simply too expensive. People won't be able to afford to move there.
Okay, so
I think here's, in my mind, the strongest argument for us being in a simulation, probably being in a simulation, I think is the following. That 40 years ago, we had Pong, like two rectangles and a dot. That was what games were. Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year. And soon we'll have virtual reality, augmented reality. If you assume any rate of improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality. They'll be indistinguishable. Like say 40 years ago, you had video games. The most advanced video game would be like Pong, where you had like two rectangles and a dot. Like batting it back and forth.
I played it.
Oh yeah, me too, exactly. I played
all.
Pong. Exactly, it sort of dates you a little bit. But yeah, we both played the same game. And that was like, wow, that was a pretty fun game at the time. But now you can see a video game that's photorealistic, almost photorealistic, and millions of people playing simultaneously. And you see where things are going with virtual reality and augmented reality. And if you extrapolate that out into the future with any rate of progress at all, like even 0.1% or something like that a year, then eventually those games will be indistinguishable from reality. They'll be so realistic, you will not be able to tell the difference between that game and the reality as we know it. Yeah, I mean, I think it is going to, from what I've heard of Oculus Rift and some of the other immersive technologies, that it's quite transformative. You really feel like you're there. And then when you come out of it, it feels like reality isn't real. So I think we'll see probably less physical movement in the future as a result of the virtual reality stuff. Yeah.